Does your mind start racing the moment your head hits the pillow? Do worries, regrets, and anxieties suddenly feel louder in the quiet darkness? You're not alone. It's like a switch flips, and suddenly every unfinished task, every awkward conversation, every fear for the future comes flooding in. Sleep feels impossible. These are the night thoughts. They can steal your peace, drain your energy, and leave you feeling defeated before the day even begins. But what if I told you there's a way to quiet that noise? A way that successful people have mastered to protect their rest and their mindset? It's not about never having a negative thought. That's impossible. It's about how you handle those thoughts when they appear. Many people think the goal is to force their mind to be completely blank. They try to push thoughts away, to ignore them, to pretend they don't exist. But trying to suppress thoughts often makes them stronger. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It just pops back up with more force. Successful people don't try to silence their minds completely. Instead, they change their relationship with their thoughts. They understand that a thought is just a thought. It's not necessarily a fact, and it doesn't have to control them. Think about it. A thought about a mistake you made isn't the mistake itself. A thought about a future worry isn't the future happening now. The first powerful step is simply acknowledging the thought without judgment. When a night thought pops up, notice it. You can mentally say, "Okay, I'm having a thought about worry." That's it. No need to analyze it, argue with it, or get lost in the story it's trying to tell. This is like watching clouds float by. You see the cloud, you recognize its shape, but you don't jump on it and try to ride it. This simple act of observation creates distance between you and the thought. It reminds you that you are the observer, not the thought itself. It takes away the thought's power to immediately trigger anxiety or fear. You're not fighting it, you're simply noticing its presence. Successful people often use perspective shifts. When a thought about a failure arises, they don't dwell on the mistake itself. They ask, "What did I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger or wiser?" When a thought about a future challenge appears, they don't focus on the fear. They ask, "What is one small step I can take tomorrow? What resources do I have?" They shift from being a victim of their thoughts to being an investigator or a problem solver. They look for the lesson or the action, not just the feeling. This isn't toxic positivity. It's realistic resilience. It's about finding a constructive angle, even when the initial thought is negative. Another technique is a simple release practice. Imagine the thought as a leaf floating on a stream. Acknowledge the thought, then visualize placing it gently on a leaf and watching it float away down the stream. Or imagine writing the thought on a piece of paper and tearing it up, or watching it dissolve like smoke. These are mental exercises, but they signal to your brain that you are letting go of the thought's grip. You are choosing not to hold on to it. It takes practice, absolutely. Your mind will wander back. Just gently guide it back to the release practice whenever you notice it getting stuck. Many successful people have a calming pre-sleep ritual. This isn't just about winding down, it's about preparing the mind for rest. This could be reading a physical book, listening to calm music, doing gentle stretching, or meditating for a few minutes. It's about creating a buffer zone between the busy day and sleep. It signals to your brain that it's time to switch gears. Avoid screens right before bed, as the blue light can interfere with sleep signals and stimulating content can fuel night thoughts. A consistent ritual helps train your brain to associate this time with relaxation and letting go of the day's mental clutter. One incredibly effective technique is journaling or simply writing down your thoughts. Keep a notebook by your bed. If a thought is circling, write it down. Get it out of your head and onto the paper. This externalizes the thought. It's no longer just a swirling, abstract anxiety inside you, it's concrete words on a page. Often, just the act of writing it down makes the thought lose some of its power. It feels less urgent, less overwhelming. You can even write down potential solutions or action steps for worries. This turns anxiety into a plan, which is much easier for your mind to handle. Remember, you are not your thoughts. Thoughts are events that happen in your mind, like clouds passing in the sky. You have the power to choose how you respond to them. You can choose to observe, to reframe, to release, or to write them down. These techniques aren't magic buttons. They are skills that require practice and patience. Be kind to yourself as you learn. Every time you choose to acknowledge a thought without judgment, every time you shift your perspective, you are building mental strength. You are taking back control of your peace and your rest. You are learning to navigate the night like the resilient person you are. If you found these strategies helpful, please give this video a like. It really helps the channel reach more people who might be struggling with night thoughts. And if you want more tools and inspiration to build a positive mindset and live your best life, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. What's one strategy you're going to try tonight? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing helps us all learn and grow together. You have the strength within you to quiet the noise and claim your peace. Believe in your ability to do this. Sleep well, and remember, you've got this.